welcome, actually, to your start of the 2022 season of Wakefield Warrior football. Excited to be here with you tonight. I'm Drew Skirmerhorn along with
Timothy Brown.
And here's Greater Lawrence with the kickoff.
Short squib.
Fielded by DeFeo.
And up around the 35.
Now Wakefield coming off a rather decent season last year, barely missing playoffs, but coming off of a big Thanksgiving win right at the end of the season. Hopeful for this next season, but a lot to work on. Greater Lawrence last year had a huge victory, hoping to repeat again in this matchup tonight. And now Wakefield comes out for the first play with the drive.
Coming out with a lot of new faces, but some familiar, such as Javen Willis behind the line here, your quarterback.
Javen Willis did have a rather good season, battled through injuries and came back. Handoff to Delgado. He'll pick up a few yards. Another star player returning to Wakefield, a senior this year, one of our 4 captains for Wakefield, who also had a very good season and is now starting at running back. Sophomore John Fitzgerald coming on for this play. Second down here for the Warriors. Willis is going to take the snap. Scrambling. And he's going to run it for a first down. And he's going.
And we'll see that from Willis a lot. He's a shifty guy back there.
Yep.
Defense needs to be conscious of that.
And he couldn't have done that run without his O-line. Stephen Weiss with a huge block there to get Willis those extra yards. That's what you love to see from Wakefield. And the Warriors already starting to march down the field.
Yeah, that quickly, past half.
Sophomore Ian Christie coming out for this new set of downs for Wakefield. And another star player you see almost towering over the rest of the Wakefield players. Ian Dixon had an amazing season last year, really looking to keep on that pace for his senior year.
Truly a star for this team at the tight end position.
Absolutely. Willis, toss to Delgado, and he's going to run it for a long run. Brought down right at about the 15. And this Wakefield offense, again, just marching down the field. This Greater Lawrence defense is just not finding the right tackles.
Once again, Wakefield wide receivers on the outside setting up these long plays.
Absolutely, and that's what you love to see from Wakefield, and I'm sure that's what the coaches love to see.
Yeah, 6 a.m. lifts paying off.
Exactly. All those summer practices in the brutal heat. Willis again with a new set of downs. Handoff to Delgado. And Nathan Delgado again picking up a decent amount of yards here. Delgado so far has been the difference maker for this drive. So this will bring up second and short for Wakefield. I'd imagine seeing perhaps another run play here.
Lawrence needs to be looking blitz here.
Another, wow. Read him like a book. Greater Lawrence with a huge tackle on Delgado. Really read the run there. And just unfortunate for Wakefield. They're going to be pushed back for third down. Not what you want to see. Again, they are in field goal range, though, for their electric kicker, Mark Letchford, who was outstanding last season.
Yeah, you said it, near automatic.
A decent amount of yards here for the first down for Wakefield, but let's see what they have planned for us in store. Delgado and Woish setting up. And it's going to be a timeout taken by Greater Lawrence. Going to decide how they want to stop this Wakefield offense. Wakefield really seemed to be marching down the field, but Greater Lawrence with that big stop brings up a long third down for these Warriors.
Not sure what the coach for Greater Lawrence saw that he didn't like there, but must have been a hole or two that he saw Delgado could blitz through.
Absolutely, and that's the kind of things you really want to look for. This Warrior offense really finds those holes to just go right through, and especially Delgado. He really knows how to read a defense. Nathan Delgado clearly deserves that captain role and is proving it tonight already.
I'd like to see Wakefield open up the passing game here, especially with a lot of yardage to go on this third down.
Absolutely, and it's not like they don't have any star receivers, but Ian Dixon, Stephen Woish, and Christian Delgado all had great seasons last year, and we're really looking to get their hands on the ball.
I've been noticing here, Mejia is playing press on Woish.
Willis throws. He's got Delgado for the touchdown. Great execution by the Wakefield Warriors. And they're going to take a 6-0 lead early with only 8 minutes and 40 seconds left. And that's just textbook by Wakefield. You know, he ran it to Delgado almost that whole drive, and a pass to Delgado really caps it off for a good season. And here's Letchford with the PAT. The kick is good. Great start for Wakefield here.
On that touchdown pass, you saw two wide receivers. You saw Christian Delgado and Woish out on the same side that Nate caught that wheel route pass. It was a great distraction play by the Warriors.
Absolutely, and even with that timeout, Greater Lawrence could not see that play coming. And it's going to be kickoff for Wakefield here. And it's going to be Mark Letchford again setting up for the kickoff here. And it's going to roll out of bounds right at about the 17-yard line. And here comes this Wakefield defense. Now last year, they were amazing with the likes of Brian Lynch, Nathan Ickes, and many other seniors that have now graduated on to bigger things, but a lot of returning faces we see. Delgado, cornerback, and even Caden Johnson at defensive line. So some familiar faces and some new faces again for this Wakefield defense, which was very good last season, trying to keep up that reputation.
And Wakefield's defensive line last year was definitely
and it's going to be a handoff for Greater Lawrence, and they're not going to get much yardage on that one. Now, Greater Lawrence this year has something to prove against Wakefield. Last year had a devastating loss, losing by over 50 points to the Warriors. Trying to bounce back with a huge start this season, but this Wakefield team already proving their worth.
Last year, yeah, Wakefield could not go wrong in that game.
Another handoff by Greater Lawrence, and it's not going to be enough for the first down.
I believe that was Suro taking that one up the middle.
So bring up 3rd and 4 for Greater Lawrence. And I wouldn't be surprised if they stick with the running game they've been going with this drive, but if they get this first down, I would like to see them open up to more of a passing play, try to get some yards out there.
Yeah, I hadn't seen much of Suro's arm in warm-ups, but I'm enticed to see it here.
And it seems like this Wakefield defensive line will not be letting up.
Lawrence taking their time.
He's going to take the snap, and he's going to run it, and it's going to be tackled. Not enough for the first down.
Yep, Suro basically slipping up right where he started off.
Absolutely. Not much for Greater Lawrence. Didn't even get on their own half. Good performances by the Wakefield defense so far in this opening season. Again, those new faces like Joe LaMonica, I don't believe he started last year, but already been great for Wakefield so far. And Greater Lawrence setting up for the punt here. It's going to be the punt.
DeFeo lets it go by, rolls to about 18-yard line, or Lawrence will set it down.
Just about halfway through this first quarter, and Wakefield has been off to a great start so far, not letting up on offense or defense, leaving Greater Lawrence with nothing on the board so far and giving them 7.
Yeah, just one drive each so far, but it is a complete showing of dominance for Wakefield.
Absolutely, and it's a great start for Wakefield, and hopefully they can keep that momentum going on this drive. And the Warriors offense is going to take this ball on their own 18. So bring up first down for the Warriors here. Willis takes the snap, looking, throws, and it's caught. Stephen Woish with the reception there. A short pass, but it gets the job done. And we didn't see Woish have that much playing time this year, but as a junior, I wouldn't be surprised if we see him on the field a lot more. He was really good last season, proving his worth, and now has earned his spot on this roster as a permanent addition.
I really think he has the skill to be the primary receiver on this roster.
Absolutely, even with the likes of both Delgados and Ian Dixon, star-studded tight end for Wakefield. DeFeo is going to line up right behind Willis. Second and third for Wakefield, and Willis scrambling, and he's just going to run it. Makes some moves, and it's going to be enough for the first down and more.
Willis on a keeper to the 36-yard line.
About an 11-yard run for Willis there, and Willis really showing that he can throw the ball, he can run the ball. He really can. He really is a great quarterback for Wakefield.
Absolutely, he's an improviser, real heads-up quarterback.
Absolutely, he really knows how to read a defense just like most of these Wakefield players, and really showing his worth already early in the season. It's going to be a handoff here for the Warriors to Delgado. And he's going to be just short of the first down there. But again, this Warrior offense just keeps marching down the field.
Seems like they move the chains in 1 or 2 plays every time.
Absolutely. And you really got to credit the offensive line here. Not really letting anyone break through to Willis.
Yeah, lots of new faces on the O-line, and still just as good as last year.
Absolutely. Second down and 4 for the Warriors here. Delgado setting up behind Willis here. It's going to be a pass to Christian Delgado, and he's going to run it for some yards here. Christian, 30, 20, 10, and he's in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Delgado. Huge play by the Warriors.
Oh my goodness, you see Ian Dixon leading that charge.
Absolutely, and while Delgado did catch that ball, Ian Dixon really set him up for the touchdown with those blocks. Another huge drive for the Warriors. Not only marching, but sprinting down this field. And Letchford for the extra point here. Kick is up, and it is good. 2 for 2 for Letchford. And the Wakefield offense already seems almost perfect so far. Really only letting up on that one loss of yards by Delgado early in the first quarter. And he redeemed himself with that touchdown too. Both Delgados with touchdowns here, Nathan and Christian. And now Greater Lawrence wondering, how can we strike back? But this Wakefield defense is not going to be doing them any favors.
If Lawrence does want to put up a fight, they're going to have to branch into that passing game.
Absolutely.
Because Wakefield's defensive line is not going to allow a hole for you to run through.
We saw no passing plays for their opening drive, and really hoping to see some because this running game has not been working out for them. And Letchford's first kick went out of bounds right at about the 17-yard line. Let's see what he has for this kick. And it's going to go about the same, actually.
This one stays in bounds, get past Greater Lawrence. And they'll be stuffed at about the 21-yard line.
Juan Arias for Greater Lawrence tried to grab that ball, but seemed to have a little bit of butter on his fingers. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. And that's not going to give Greater Lawrence the best starting field position, but if they open it up to that passing game, they could definitely get some yards here. But
and a lot of credit goes to Letchford on that kick. He's been
absolutely
as well.
Great start for all aspects of this these Wakefield Warriors.
3 minutes left here in this first quarter for Greater Lawrence.
Let's see what they have in store for this drive. Ball on the 22 now, 1st and 10. And it's going to be a run. And short of the first down. Quarterback on the carry there, Isaiah Suero.
Seems like a timeout's been taken here by Wakefield. And every single play here for Lawrence has been a draw play for Suero. Out to that left side.
And I feel like the more and more they do it, the harder it's going to be to pick up some yards here.
Absolutely, and you saw it when we stuffed them on the last drive. Well, Monica picked up on it, and that was drive over.
Hopefully they use this timeout to really try to surprise this Wakefield defense, open up to the passing game. 2nd and 6 for Greater Lawrence. Ball about the 26. Just under 3 minutes here in the first quarter. Again, not many wide receivers setting up here.
Draw to the right now.
They're going to get nothing off this play. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
It seems like Warrens did nothing there, but flipped the play to the other side of the field.
Looked like Mark Letchford on the tackle there. Great play by Letchford.
He's been doing it all today.
All he needs is a few touchdowns. And at this rate, he might be able to get some. So we'll bring up 3rd and 7 on the 25 for Greater Lawrence. And they have almost no chance of getting a first down if they don't open up to the passing game. It looks like they will be.
We haven't even mentioned a Lawrence receiver today.
Exactly. Let's see if that changes on this snap. Suero's stepping back. Scrambling to the right. And he's going to run it. And he's going to run it for a first down. Pushed out of bounds. But I now stand corrected, as that'll be maybe enough for a first down. There may have been a holding call on that play. Unclear by the refs.
And that's just unfortunate for Lawrence. The moment you get something going, a penalty
Absolutely.
shoots you down.
And it's going to be holding for Greater Lawrence. This will bring up 3rd down on the 19. So bring up 3rd and 13 for Greater Lawrence. So again, really going to have to open up to that passing game.
Wakefield likely just going to bring a 4-man rush here, have all linebackers and defensive backs stay back at the first down marker.
Suero's taking the snap. It's going to be a pass. Oh my goodness. What a hit by Declan O'Callanan there. Wow, I'm at a loss for words here. Huge hit there by Wakefield, preventing a first down there. And Greater Lawrence, once again, not coming up with anything here on their second drive.
I mean, even if that pass was completed, Smith had nowhere to go.
Absolutely.
O'Callahan did absolutely get a piece of him right there.
Absolutely. Junior there for Wakefield, really showing his talent here early in the season. And it's going to be a punt from Greater Lawrence. Oh, it bounces off Greater Lawrence.
Down at the Warrens 39.
Bounced right off the back of one of the Greater Lawrence players. And they just watched it go down and jumped right on it. This will give Wakefield great starting field position here.
Absolutely, and with the way their offense has been rolling,
absolutely,
this will be a quick drive.
They may score before the end of the quarter. And here comes Willis out for his 3rd drive here, hoping for another touchdown. Christian Delgado in motion. And it's going to be a handoff to Nathan Delgado. And he's going to find a gap. And he's going to pick up a decent amount of yards there. Not enough for the first down.
You'll see some running backs be scared to travel anywhere but straight through a hole. Delgado seems to be shifting his way through multiple holes.
Really not afraid of that Greater Lawrence defense. So bring up 2nd and 5 for the Warriors here. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Really just going heavy run game here. And it clearly has been working. Already 14-0 with only less than a minute to go in this opening quarter.
It really does seem like no matter who gets the ball for Wakefield, they're going to pick up big yardage.
And Wilson going to take the snap on 2nd down. It's going to be another run here to Delgado, and he's going to pick up the 1st down and more. Delgado making some moves there. Nathan Delgado, another big carry for Wakefield. Football in his hand and maybe the team on his back. Delgado with a huge run there. And both Nathan and Christian Delgado are going to step off as Wakefield starts a new set of downs on the Greater Lawrence 16.
O'Callahan and Woish out right for Willis.
David DeFeo is going to be in the backfield.
That's the end of the first quarter.
And that's going to be it in the 1st quarter for Wakefield. 14 Wakefield, Greater Lawrence 0. Wakefield off to an electric 1st quarter, and Greater Lawrence not showing much display.
Yeah, Wakefield picking off exactly where they left off with this team last year.
Absolutely, really showing a strong start against this Greater Lawrence team. And with the start of the 2nd quarter, it's going to be 1st and 10 for Wakefield on the 16-yard line. And this Greater Lawrence defense, hopefully they use that time in between quarters to really try to sort out how they want to approach this dominant Wakefield offense.
I think it all starts with some pressure up the middle.
It's going to be a handoff to DeFeo. DeFeo making some moves, and he's going to be in for the touchdown. DeFeo just runs right through the entire Greater Lawrence defense to give Wakefield a 20-0 lead right at the start of this 2nd quarter.
I mean, DeFeo, first handoff of the night, really showing off his speed right there.
Absolutely. A nice, easy 15-yard touchdown for DeFeo. And this Wakefield offense really has just been stepping up, marching down the field every drive. And it's going to be Letchford on the kick after. Almost blocked there, but the kick is good for Letchford, making him a perfect 3 for 3 so far.
I'm really not sure how Greater Lawrence didn't block that.
Absolutely, it seemed to go right through him.
Still, great kick from Letchford.
And while both teams have been heavy on the run, it seems to only be favoring this Wakefield offense, as Greater Lawrence has not been able to score and has only been sticking with the run game, is yet to pass.
I think the big difference is the offensive lines. Wakefield seems to stand strong while Lawrence kind of just collapses up the middle.
Absolutely. And there's also credits to be given to this Wakefield defense, really stepping up here. And chance of Let's Go Wakefield have already started in Landrigan tonight as the sun begins to set and we get ready for a Wakefield kickoff here. And Letchford on the kick. He's been great so far on his kickoffs. Let's see what he does this time. It's a low kick, but
Lawrence with the butterfingers again, and he loses the ball.
and it bounced right at about the 20-yard line, and Greater Lawrence really didn't have anywhere to go at that. As that those Wakefield special teams really just swallowed him, it seems like. And it certainly did not help how he bobbled that ball. But again, really just got to keep your hands on the football.
Yeah, Lawrence lucky to get that one back.
Absolutely.
Once again, credit to Letchford. He's pinned them inside the 25, all 3 kickoffs.
And this will bring up 1st and 10 on their own 24 for Greater Lawrence. Isaiah Suero takes the snap, and he's going to run it again. And decent amount of yards there, but again, not enough for the first down.
Isaiah McCarron looks to be part of the 28-yard line, doing a 4-6.
It's going to be a gain of 4 yards for Greater Lawrence, so this will bring up 2nd and 6 on the 24. And let's see if Greater Lawrence can open up to that passing game. Suero's going to take the snap, and it's going to be another handoff. This time they're going to get a huge amount of yards. Definitely enough for the first down.
And Wakefield obviously expecting a quarterback keep right there, but the handoff threw him off.
Caught off guard there for Wakefield. It's going to be enough for Greater Lawrence to pick up the first down, even with the tackle by both DeFeo and Woish, who've been great so far for Wakefield. But
another timeout here for Wakefield. First big play of the night for Lawrence, and obviously Wakefield doesn't want them catching fire in any way.
And Greater Lawrence is going to have 1st and 10 on their own 44 here. Again, 1st and 10 here for Greater Lawrence. Decent amount of receivers setting up here. Let's see what Suero has. He's going to take the snap, and it's going to be another QB sneak. And he's going to be wrapped up there by Max Cusack. Almost jumped right on top of him. And again, this Warrior defense just swallowing up Greater Lawrence. Only a 1-yard gain on that play. So they'll bring up 2nd and 9 for Greater Lawrence. And again, really have to open up to the pass game here.
Once again, that 3 wide receiver set. Excuse me, 4 out there.
Suero's going to take it after 4 claps this time. And again, going back to the running game. It's going to be David Amioni on the tackle there. Great tackle to give Greater Lawrence almost no gain there. Gain of 1 yard. So bring up 3rd and 8 for them. Not much to work with, especially if they're not going to be opening up to the passing game. Greater Lawrence taking their time here, really trying to get this first down.
3rd and long, gotta pass the ball. No way you pick up 7 with the way you've been running it.
Suarez going to take the snap, and it's again going to be a handoff. Delgado wraps him up.
Ball carried by number 1.
And handoff to
For a 2-yard loss.
unnamed player on our roster here, but Delgado almost got by Delgado, but he wrapped him up.
Looks like Warren's is thinking about going for it here on 4th and 9.
Wakefield already with a good lead here. Greater Lawrence clearly trying to do anything to catch up here.
Same set once again, 3 receivers out left for Suero.
He's going to take the snap, and he's
Pass
going
him
to throw it.
Finally.
And I now see why they haven't been passing. But it's going to be a turnover on downs there. Not what Greater Lawrence was hoping to see there, but
Wakefield takes over on down, 1st and 10.
Ball
So bring
just
in-
off the fingertips of Ortega there.
absolutely
long enough.
unfortunate play.
Would have been long enough to get the first down, but I mean, what's that? Their first actual pass of the game?
The ball was definitely thrown, but unfortunately, Greater Lawrence not able to pick up the first down there. And this will be, here comes the Wakefield offense on the Greater Lawrence 45. Amazing starting field position. Hoping to keep the chains moving and get another touchdown here, as we're just about 4 minutes in to the 2nd quarter.
Timeout Wakefield, their last timeout of the 1st half.
And Wakefield going to take a timeout here.
I believe that's their 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Very early timeouts, but with a lead like that, there isn't much to worry about right now.
Exactly, not much concern for conserving clock at the end.
Absolutely. And both teams back out on the field after that Wakefield timeout. Again, it's going to be 1st and 10 for Wakefield on the Greater Lawrence 45. And someone we haven't seen get much of the ball yet, Ian Dixon here. So maybe he'll get a few receptions this drive. Christian Delgado in motion. That's going to be a pass to Ian Dixon, and he's unable to come up with it. May have jinxed it there, but
2nd and 10.
Ian Dixon, not the best start, but hopefully he'll bounce back. 2nd and 10 for the Warriors here.
Dixon has been lining up mostly as a blocker for this entire game,
Absolutely.
and he's done a great job at it.
And we'll see if Willis returns to the passing game after that drop pass by Dixon. DeFeo setting up right behind him.
3 receivers out left for Willis.
And Christian Delgado in motion. It's going to be a handoff to him. And that's going to be enough. Maybe not enough for the first down there, but good run there by Delgado. Seemed to catch the defense off guard, but and it's not going to be enough of the first down.
Though a solid 6-yard gain on that jet sweep.
38-yard line. 3rd and 4.
So this will be 3rd and 4 for Wakefield here. And this drive, we haven't seen much of Nathan Delgado, someone who's been electric all game. I wouldn't be surprised if they go to him to try to pick up the first down here. Christian Delgado, the only receiver setting up. Let's see what Willis has in store. And it's going to be a handoff to Nathan Delgado, and he's going to plow right down the middle. Again, like I said, they're going to turn right to Nathan Delgado, and he gets his job done for the first down.
Nathan Delgado was carried down to the 25-yard line. 13-yard gain, and they Warrior first down.
This Wakefield offensive line paving the road to glory. Another 15-yard gain on a running play.
Delgado, Nathan Delgado, and both Christian Delgado have really just been electric for this Wakefield offense, really making the difference. First and 10 on the Greater Lawrence 24 for Wakefield. Going to be a handoff to Nathan Delgado. And this is going to be a big stop for Greater Lawrence here. After a big first down for Delgado, looks like he's going to be tackled for a loss.
Nathan Delgado tackled at the backfield by number 22, Randall Cartagena. That looks to be part of the 26. Second down and 12.
Finally, some showing of pressure from Greater Lawrence up the middle. And that's the only reason they were able to bottle up Delgado behind the line.
Second and 12 for Delgado as we are just about halfway through the second quarter. Lots of receivers setting up here. It's going to be Nathan Delgado setting up behind Willis. Willis is going to take the snap, and he's passing. And it's going to be intercepted by Greater Lawrence. Not really sure who Willis was going for there. It seemed to be in between Ian Dixon and another receiver. But just an unfortunate play for Wakefield and a huge break for Greater Lawrence there.
Yeah,
Seems to be
tipped up and intercepted. That was good coverage by Lawrence, but also a bad decision by Willis. Could have kept that one, just gained 3 yards right there.
Absolutely. It certainly wasn't the best decision, but seems to be Greater Lawrence's first break here. Really their biggest play of the game, trying to make something out of it here. It's going to be first and 10 on their own 15 here. A lot of field to go. Let's see what they do here.
If Lawrence is able to produce something here and they get the ball after half, this could be a competitive game.
Absolutely. That's definitely going to be hard against this Wakefield defense, though, who has not allowed a single point this whole game. It's going to be a low snap as it's bobbled there by Suero, but he makes a good recovery there, scrambling, and he's going to throw it. And it bounces off the hands of DeFeo and almost into the hands of Woish. Definitely a close play there.
Good coverage by Wakefield, though.
Absolutely. Really keeping the pressure on the quarterback and leaving him with almost no options there for a pass.
And most importantly, not being fooled by the pass. Lawrence has been running it almost every play this game, and Wakefield stayed locked down in the secondary.
And the likes of Bobby DeFeo and Christian Delgado have really been able to read this defense, this Greater Lawrence offense, really helping. It's going to be a run by Suero, and he's going to break through Wakefield's offensive line, and he's definitely going to be in for the first down there.
Impressive by Suero there, just bull rushing his way through.
Absolutely, and it seems like every now and then they've been able to catch a break and get some yards there.
First and 10 Rickies at their own 34-yard line.
This will be first and 10 for Greater Lawrence. Ball's going to be on their own 34. It's going to be a snap by Suero. And not much yardage there. Joe LaMonica really just pushing right through that offensive line there, allowing no yardage there for Greater Lawrence. And that Wakefield defensive line seems to be redeeming themselves after giving up a big first down for Greater Lawrence. Second and 10 here for Greater Lawrence. Suero taking the snap. It's going to be a pass. Caught, and enough for the first down.
Greater Lawrence's first completed pass of the game.
Alex Casimir seems to be the intended receiver there. And a great play there by Greater Lawrence to pick up another first down. And this clock is ticking, though. Just about 4 minutes left here. Let's see if they have enough to come up with some points on the board. Suero's going to take the snap. It's going to be a handoff here. And not much to go from. Seemed to be Stephen Woish on the tackle, but
I'm not sure why it's taking Greater Lawrence this long to reach into their playbook a little bit.
Absolutely, and these plays have not been working for them. But every now and then they seem to break through this Wakefield defense, really hoping that they can get another first down. But again, that clock is ticking, not leaving much time for Greater Lawrence to score here. Let's see what they can do here. Suero's going to take the snap, and he's going to run it himself. Not much yardage there.
Wakefield was ready at that time for the run up the middle.
And after that big loss of yardage, not going to get much, only a gain of 3. 3rd and 12 here. And they're going to take a timeout. Definitely a wise decision by Greater Lawrence. Really, probably just flipping through that playbook, trying to catch this Wakefield defense off guard.
I think another pass play would serve them well here.
Absolutely. It seems to be working so far.
At least on this drive.
Score update. Wakefield struck our boys defeated Malden High School 5-0. The Warriors are now 2-0 in the season. Whether it's Wakefield Warriors struck our boys defeated Malden 2-5 today.
And with the final 3 minutes in this half, we'll see if Greater Lawrence has enough in them to get all the way, at least in field goal range, to put some points on the board here. Wakefield defense trying to rally the crowd, get them going.
For Lawrence, this is what you really prepare for at practice.
Absolutely. 3rd and long. Really need a first down here to keep the chains moving. Let's see if they have something in store for us here. Lots of receivers setting up. Suero, after his collapse, takes the snap. Scrambling. And is he going to get a pass off? No, he's going to run it. And he's still on his feet. Looks like he almost stepped out of bounds there, but there's a late flag on the play after the ball is declared dead, but huge run there by Suero.
Suero showing off some speed and some strength with that stiff arm.
Absolutely.
Pushing himself past the first down marker.
Let's hope it's for something, and we'll see here.
I believe they're calling.
Wakefield, 15-yard penalty. Moving the ball down to the 20.
And it's going to be a 15-yard penalty here for Wakefield.
I believe that was unnecessary roughness for hitting Suero, who was already down on the ground.
And Wakefield defense not happy about that call, as this is going to put Greater Lawrence in good position here with just under 3 minutes to go. 1st and 10 on the Wakefield 23. Low snap there. Suero's going to take it for a run, and he's going to be caught up. Not much there. He had a lot of receivers set up and decided not to use any of them. And while it did work last play, Greater Lawrence not coming up with much on that drive. And after that gain of 1, this will bring up 2nd and 9 on the Wakefield 22 as we reach the 2-minute mark in the half. Suero's going to take the snap. That's going to be another handoff. And again, not enough for the 1st down.
Wetchford bottling up the Lawrence running back from behind there.
And this Wakefield defense really does not want to let up a score here, as this will be 3rd and 10. Loss of 1 there for Lawrence, as Suero comes back to his offense with a lot of work to do.
Ticking here. Gonna have to get a pass off and get out of bounds here. Stop this clock.
3rd and 10 for Suero. And it's not going to be a handoff. Pass play. And it's going to be caught. Huge 1st down there, as they're going to be definitely in field goal range and really just trying to go for a touchdown here.
Ortega with a big grab in the middle of the field there. Lawrence is going to take its final timeout.
Definitely a good call there. Really trying to stop the clock and get a nice play here as they're on the 5-yard line here. 1st and goal here for Lawrence.
I mean, we've seen the running game from Lawrence. They're not able to pick up chunk yardage, but 5 yards is definitely doable.
Absolutely, and every now and then they find ways to break through that Wakefield defense, but Wakefield really has to be on their game here, especially with a ball inside the 5. And especially after a huge pass play, even while they're inside the 5, they might want to go back to that pass game, as Wakefield has had no answer this drive at least.
That would surely psych out the Wakefield defense.
Absolutely. Let's see what Suero has as we reached just about a minute left in this half, as he gets ready for the snap.
2 receivers right, 1 left.
And it's going to be a handoff. And I don't believe that's going to be enough for the touchdown. Looks like he was pushed back. I don't know where the officials are going to place the ball. Another flag. This time maybe on Greater Lawrence. Definitely not what they want here, as just 45 seconds in this 1st half.
An unsportsmanlike conduct on Greater Lawrence for the coaching staff, coming out arguing with the refs. That'll push them back quite a ways.
And that's definitely not what you want to see, especially when it's not on the players and it's the fault of the coaching staff there. Absolutely, possibly one of the worst case scenarios, as this will push them back very far.
Where Lawrence would have been on the 3-yard line, now they're on the 18.
Definitely not ideal, especially with this amount of time left. That's going to be 2nd and 18. with the ball right about at the 18-yard line. Suero going to take his claps, and he's going to take the snap, and he's going to run it. And he's going to find a hole, and he's not going to be in for the touchdown, but he's certainly going to get far as this clock is still ticking down. Final 20 seconds here, and they are not moving with any sense of urgency. And this may be the final play of the half.
Absolutely, it will be.
As the clock is ticking, Suero taking the snap, and he's going to run it again. Is he in?
Tripped up just before.
And that's going to be the end of the half.
Wakefield defense finally can take a sigh of relief right there.
Absolutely, and
Stopping just before the end zone to close out the half.
Disappointing half for Greater Lawrence, but a great half by these Wakefield Warriors.
Lawrence hoping they can turn it around. Wakefield trying to continue what they've been doing. All right, and welcome back to a second half of this Wakefield Warriors football game against Greater Lawrence. Wakefield really dominating in that first half, putting up 21, and Greater Lawrence putting up a goose egg on offense.
Yeah, Greater Lawrence almost had a chance to score, but an unfortunate penalty call on the coaching staff kept them from scoring, and again has left them with 0 on the board as we start the second half. But they will be receiving here. But that touchdown could have been a game changer.
Here we got Letchford kicking it off for the second half.
Let's see if it has the potential to make the difference again, as he's been so good so far. And another big kick. It's going to be fielded this time. They're going to get a decent amount of yards. Brought down right behind the 30.
Lawrence getting out past the 25 for the first time on a kickoff in this game. And we'll see Isaiah Suero out there again, who obviously has the speed, has the capability to lead this game for Lawrence, but there is just no holes opening up in this Wakefield defense.
And every now and then they seem to get a first down here and there, but this Wakefield defense has been solid so far, and they're really trying to keep up that reputation in that second half as we start this opening drive for Greater Lawrence.
Suero takes the snap, runs it right up the middle. Pick up of about 5 yards there for Lawrence.
And again, it seems like they're sticking with the running game here, but not much to build off of there. It is a decent gain, 5 yards, but a lot of 5-yard gains might not do them that well.
Especially since Wakefield has shown they catch on to their running game very quickly.
Absolutely, and with the likes of Caden Johnson on that defensive line, not much has seemed to be breaking through. Even with a few new faces like Joe LaMonica out there, this Wakefield defense has not been letting much through. Let's see what Greater Lawrence has here on 2nd and 6.
Same formation for Lawrence. 3 receivers out right. And same play, Suero going up the middle. And taken either on the line or behind the line. Mark Letchford with the tackle.
And nothing to do there for Greater Lawrence. Great tackle there by kicker Mark Letchford, who is really just proving he's an expert in almost all areas on the field here.
Certainly proving his place on the team.
Absolutely, not much for Greater Lawrence to work with, and certainly this Wakefield defense already coming in with a head of steam and leaving almost nothing here for Greater Lawrence. But with 3rd and 5, let's see if they can get another 5-yard rush to get first down here.
Or maybe even branch into the passing game. But once again, that 3 wide receiver set on the left side. Suero takes it, looking to pass, but takes off with it, gets past the first down marker.
Late flag on the play there. Let's see who it's on. It's going to be a holding call on Greater Lawrence, and another unfortunate penalty for Greater Lawrence. And while they
get something going,
every time
holds them back.
Definitely unfortunate for Greater Lawrence, but especially after they caught Wakefield slipping, as Suero came right through the middle there, not leaving much for Wakefield as he blew by that defensive line. So while they did seem to have the first down here, it's going to bring up 3rd and 15 here. Let's see what they have here.
Warren's going to have to break off a big play here.
Absolutely. And again, it seemed like Suero definitely intended to pass there, but definitely did not see any open receivers and just decided to do it himself. And it did seem to work out without that penalty, but alas, 3rd and 15.
Suero taking the snap, looking to pass. Wakefield swarming him. Not even sure if he got past the line there.
Definitely some open receivers there, but Suero just did not have the vision and decided to do it himself, and he's not going to get much of anything.
Didn't have the time either.
And we have seen this Greater Lawrence offense go for it on 4th down. I certainly don't think we'll see that this drive, sorry.
Absolutely not here, but if they want to keep this game competitive, they're going to have to try something soon.
Absolutely.
This Wakefield offense definitely has the capability of pulling away.
So 4th and 12 after just about 3 minutes in the second half. Greater Lawrence, after what seemed like a hopeful start to this half, has not done much of anything here.
And Darren Calderon here.
It's going to be a high kick. It's not going to go very far, as it'll stop just about at the 50-yard line.
Once again, Wakefield offense starting with great field positioning. That's been a theme.
Absolutely. And it's just been setting them up drive after drive to keep marching down the field. And even when they start on their own half, they still just keep marching and marching.
Although the last time Wakefield started with a field this short, they threw an interception.
And that's definitely not what you want to see coming into the second half for Wakefield. But if Greater Lawrence can keep up that reputation and keep that momentum going, they can definitely on their way to put some points on the board. And here comes the Wakefield offense, led by quarterback Javen Willis, senior captain. Let's see what he can do for Wakefield.
Delgado and Woish are out left for Willis.
And John Fitzgerald seems to be starting here as a receiver.
Willis gets it to Delgado. He'll try plunging forward, only gets 3 yards there.
And not much of a gain there, but
that was Christian Delgado to be exact. Picking up 4 on that play.
And it seems like the difference here so far for these teams have really been these special teams. Wakefield's Mark Letchford has been putting Greater Lawrence in not the best starting field position, and they are not moving the chains at all, while Wakefield has been getting great starting field position already on the Greater Lawrence half. Let's see what Willis has. It's a huge run by Delgado there, and he's going to run it right up the middle, easily up there for the first down, gain of over 10 yards.
I mean, that was a powerful run there by Delgado.
Absolutely, and Nathan Delgado has been a huge difference maker here. Willis really made the right call there and just getting him right through that defensive line. And once Delgado gets going, he will definitely pick up some yards, and it's going to get hard to stop him.
Christian Delgado back on the field now for Wakefield.
And Ian Christie setting up there,
Willis
but
passes it out
stuck
to
in.
Nate Delgado, and he is charging down the field, running over defenders. He'll be down inside the 10-yard line.
And let's see what. And with Wakefield being inside the 10, it's really going to get hard for Greater Lawrence to stop him here. especially with the drives they've been getting. I don't think Wakefield is going to go back to the passing game here. This running game has really been working out for them. These blocks for Nathan Delgado have really just been getting them down the field right where they want to be, as they're now 1st and goal.
Yeah, Wakefield really showing what a hard-nosed team they are, just bullying through this Lawrence defense.
Ball on the 9 here. Let's see what Willis has. Low snap, but he recovers.
Delgado charging to the right side.
And again, another good carry by Nate Delgado. These blocks he's been getting have really been helping him out. And it's not just the blocks, it's his willpower there. He is not afraid to keep just charging right through that Greater Lawrence defense, and they have not been able to capitalize yet.
Lawrence is trying to stop the body, but the legs just keep moving.
And again, back to the run game, and I'll give them 2nd and 2 here. Let's see if they can get the touchdown.
Wakefield on the 2-yard line, probably just going to try to will it down. And a handoff to Dixon. He charges through for the touchdown. Wakefield's 4th touchdown of the game, 3 of them coming off running plays.
And just a great play there by the offense. Seemed to be the right call, the easy call, and they're going to get it done there. And Mark Letchford here, kick after. He's been perfect so far. Let's see if he can keep that streak going.
Offsides on the Greater Lawrence defense.
And it
Looks
seems
they were
like
gonna block that kick, but
absolutely seems like a lucky break for Wakefield there. I mean, really getting a second chance here to stop these Greater Lawrence defenders who have just been charging right through. Seemed like a false start there. Kick is still good.
Letchford with the 2nd attempt.
Outside Greater Lawrence again.
Yep, and a false start there by Greater Lawrence. Getting a little too trigger happy there.
Halfway through this 3rd quarter. Lawrence certainly hasn't given up yet, shown by their aggression right here on this PAT. And finally, Letchford gets an attempt off, and it's through.
3rd time's the charm there for Letchford, who has still been perfect here through 4. And again, this Wakefield offense really just proving their worth here. Just showed up, put 28 on, and this defense have just been helping them out as well. And let's see if Greater Lawrence has anything to answer here, as they've been silent so far.
Yeah, and Wakefield playing both sides of the ball so well. It's hard to think that Lawrence could have a chance in this game. Wakefield set to kick off here again.
And even with only not much time left in this 3rd quarter, definitely a lot of time left for Greater Lawrence to score.
Lawrence once again bottled up on these kick returns. Wakefield special teams has not allowed a return of more than 10 yards today.
And it seemed like Greater Lawrence there was just letting them by free entry, just made no effort to do any blocking there. Very unfortunate there. And again, it's not going to be great starting field position. They have not been able to get past even the 30-yard line, it seems like, with this field position. And all credit there can go to Mark Letchford, who has really just been great so far in all aspects of the game. And with Suero coming up here, let's see if he can capitalize, maybe change up the playbook here, as it has not been working for him so far.
Suero taking the snap, rolling out to his left. Can't find much of any room. No receivers open.
Looks like Alex Casimir standing right on the Warrior logo, hands up, just wide open, and just Suero just did not see him or thought he had a better way of getting closer to a first down. 2nd and 7 though, on their own 23, so not much to work with here for Greater Lawrence.
I'm not sure if it's a vision issue for Suero or if he's not looking at all.
Absolutely, and it seems like he may be too overconfident in his own ability to run the ball. And every now and then he does break through, but a lot of the time he's just swallowed up by the defense with not much to go. 2nd and 7 here for Greater Lawrence.
Again, Suero with it. Rolling out to the same side, completes a pass.
Pass is complete to number 14.
Jordan Urania catching that pass there. Picking up a big first down for Lawrence.
Absolutely. Gain of 14 there for Lawrence. I mean, certainly a long way to go, but first down will definitely help them out here.
It seems like no matter what they do, Greater Lawrence's offensive line is collapsing on them.
Absolutely. Again, Suero may be running it only because he just keeps scrambling in the pocket with nowhere to go.
Lucky to find a receiver on the outside with him there.
Absolutely, and he certainly doesn't have much time, but he's going to run it here. Again, just swallowed up.
Gain of 4 there for Suero.
Good tackle there by Mark Letchford to keep him from getting any closer to first down. And 2nd and 6 here for Greater Lawrence, ball on their own 42. Hoping to get past the 50 here for the first time in the half.
Lawrence, but Suero takes it himself. Gets 4 more yards there. It'll be third, about 2 or 3. On Lawrence's own 45.
And surprised I didn't see a flag there. It seemed like one of the Greater Lawrence players seemed to be pushing heavy against Bobby DeFeo there, but Bobby unfazed there. Stone-faced, does not care, because he knows that scoreboard has a big deficit.
Absolutely. That's a big factor in the aggression of either team right now.
Absolutely. And it seems like the Water Boys for Greater Lawrence have ran more yardage than the entire offense here. And with 3rd and 3 here, let's see if Greater Lawrence has enough strength to break through and get onto the Wakefield half.
Likely going back to the running game here.
And I definitely wouldn't be surprised. Short amount of yardage and really hoping to just get at least 3 yards here to be enough for the first down. Even if they don't, I would not be surprised if we see them going for 4th down here. And certainly a good amount of receivers here, but definitely expecting a run.
Suero taking the snap, gonna gun it right up the middle. Gets the first down pretty easily and some more.
Definitely enough for the first down, and just seems to just, at this point, just try to keep pushing through this Wakefield offensive line.
I mean, if every run play ended like that for Lawrence, you'd see them run it every time.
Absolutely. However, if they really are trying to catch up to Wakefield, they really want some quick drives, and then the only way to get that done, it seems like, is the passing game. So bring up 1st and 10 on the Wakefield 48 here.
Greater Lawrence past half field here for the 2nd time in the game. Another run up the middle by Suero. He's breaking away a little bit. Picks up another first down. Declan O'Callahan on the tackle.
And Suero tonight has seemed like be all end all for Greater Lawrence here. Really has just been taking matters into his own hands this whole game.
Absolutely, the workhorse of this offense.
Absolutely. Seemed to be his way or the highway, as he has run it almost the entire game. Another first down, though, for Greater Lawrence. 1st and 10 on the Wakefield 36.
2.5 minutes and counting here in this 3rd quarter. High snap. Suero takes it up the middle once again. Not going to pick up too much right there.
And after a series of low snaps, I feel like Suero was caught off guard by that high snap and really just took action. His fight or flight kicked in. He just ran straight forward, but did not pick up much.
The opportunity to bounce outside.
And Suero limping towards his offensive coordinator, it appears. And let's see if he stays in the game. Again, limping back to his offense.
Definitely shaken up after that play. I'd be surprised if they run it again here.
Absolutely, and definitely not something you want to see from your quarterback, but Wakefield, 2nd and 7, looking to capitalize here. Does not want to give up any points here for Greater Lawrence.
It would be a statement to get a shutout. Suero looking to pass. Finds a man over the middle, but it is dropped.
Almost intercepted there. Again, the likes of Stephen Weiss and Bobby DeFeo have just been wrapping up players almost too much here as the intended receiver is down. And Alex Casemere, unfortunately down and struggling to get up, who has been seems to be one of the only stars here for Greater Lawrence. Definitely an unfortunate thing to see. Of course, Sue out there. And definitely good to see as he gets up, is able to walk on his own feet. And it seems like Alex Casemere for Greater Lawrence has been the only receiver throughout this whole game, so I would not be surprised if they really just stick to the running game now, as we have 3rd and 7 here with the ball on the Wakefield 33.
Got to remember, Suero's banged up a little himself.
Absolutely, and that's definitely something you don't want to see if you're a Greater Lawrence player
plunging
here.
Towards the middle again.
It does not look like it's going to be enough for a first down, unfortunately. And Suero again does not seem strong on his feet, but sticking to the running game.
4th and 3. Lawrence going for it. Suero would have been bottled up there. Timeout for Greater Lawrence.
And it seems like Suero just hit a wall there when he tried to run into Caden Johnson. Caden Johnson just not moving. An absolute tank for Wakefield, who has just been unstoppable here.
Yeah.
Really been a decisive factor here for Wakefield.
The Lawrence players have to be thankful their coaches took a timeout there. That would have been a turnover on downs.
Absolutely, and even if it is a turnover on downs, it probably would have been the worst starting field position for Wakefield this whole game. 4th and 2 here for Greater Lawrence. Probably going to stick with the running game. A run with Suero. I don't think, however, he will run it up the middle. I think they're definitely in this timeout discussion. They're going to try to at least catch the Wakefield defense off guard to pick up a few yards, at least enough for the first down.
It's got to be back in the Greater Lawrence coach's mind that Suero's knee is bothering him.
Absolutely. And this Wakefield defense really just got to prove their worth here, as it's a run for Suero.
Middle again.
And they're not going to get anything.
That will be a turnover on downs for Greater Lawrence.
And it's definitely clear that Wakefield, even while they are up big, they do not want to give up a single score to Greater Lawrence. Really trying to prove a statement here in this home opener, and they definitely are. (28-0) for Wakefield as we reach the closing minute of this third quarter. And Wakefield, with the way they've been moving, definitely would not be surprised to see them at least get on the Greater Lawrence half by the end of this quarter.
Yeah, this running game has really just been charging through all levels of the Lawrence defense.
Absolutely, and I'm sure the Greater Lawrence defense really hoping for some stops here, really trying to slow down this Wakefield offense, maybe get their players some rest so they can, their offensive players some rest so they can get out there and maybe crash score for a couple points.
Willis taking the snap, hands it off.
DeFeo there. Bobby DeFeo taken down by at least 5 Lawrence defenders, and it took them all 5 to really get DeFeo down. DeFeo, well, it may not seem like in this game, has been absolutely electric, scoring already a touchdown, and it definitely is not stopping as he tries to plow through this Greater Lawrence defense. And I wouldn't be surprised if they stick through with the running game through the end of this quarter. Let's see what Willis has in store for this snap.
Willis taking it again, hands it off to DeFeo. And he charges through. Close to the first down. Not sure if he got it or not.
DeFeo, though, again, just a show of strength and his power, just trying to push through these Lawrence defenders.
Third down 1, maybe less than 1. Looks like a timeout take. Oh, no, excuse me. End of the third quarter now. Wakefield up 28-0. Still not letting up on offense.
Absolutely not. Really just trying to move the chains, and they beat him 52-0, I believe 52-0 last year. And while it may seem unlikely, maybe trying to beat their own record, it seems like.
Maybe not intentionally, though. They are running out the clock.
But no reason for Wakefield to stop. Really trying to show their strength on this home opener, prove their worth. Say, we are ready. Wakefield seemed to be under the radar last year with all their plays and their games, but this year they want to say, hey, we are here, and they fear. Fear Wake.
And obviously just missing the playoffs last year has to be a big motivator for this team.
Absolutely. Really trying to make the playoffs this year. Definitely the goal in mind for this season.
It's just they know they have the players to execute it. They just need to do it, and they are showing it today.
3rd and 1 here on their own 38. Let's see if they can get the first down. Flag.
False start for Wakefield here. Going to set it back to 3rd and 6.
What about that? Wakefield.
And again, not what you're looking for. They're definitely going to need some yards here. Even if they got stopped on 3rd and 1, I wouldn't be surprised if they go for it on 4th down.
3rd down and 6.
No reason to, though, obviously. So bring up 3rd and 6, loss of 5 after the false start call. Let's see if they stick with the same formation. About the same. Seems
Yeah,
only to be
bunch
Woish
formation
lining
for
up on the right. Handoff to Delgado. Delgado easily going to get the first down, and then some.
It's a huge play for Wakefield. Goes out of bounds, stops the clock.
Just about at the 50.
46-yard line. Timeout. Wakefield.
So he'll be short of the 50. Ball plays right at Wakefield 46 as they take a timeout. Definitely a good first down for Wakefield there. Really trying to move the chains.
Yeah, nice 14-yard run there for Nathan Delgado.
Absolutely. And the longer this Wakefield offense stays on field, the longer the Greater Lawrence offense has to rest. Especially with those 2 injuries you saw. Hopefully we'll see them back out there to start their first drive of the 4th quarter. And just about at the start of this 4th quarter, Wakefield's going to have the ball at their own 46 as they start a new set of downs. After definitely a good run by Nathan Delgado to get Wakefield the first down. And let's see what Willis has here. He's been great so far. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Yeah, Willis with Delgado behind him. 2 receivers to his right. Hands it off to Nathan Delgado, going up the middle. Pickup of 2. Greater Lawrence finally filling the holes in that Wakefield offensive line.
Not much for Nathan Delgado to go there, but we'll see how they bounce back here.
Ball carried by number 15, Brian Fabry. Ball's at the 48-yard line, setting up a 2nd down and
Greater Lawrence has to know here, Wakefield is trying to run out the clock, more than likely.
Absolutely. Clearly, I think it is safe to say that Greater Lawrence, I don't think has it in them to come back from this 28-0 deficit.
Lawrence with 8 men pressed up. Handoff. Brian Fabry taking that one.
Brian Fabry at the carry again.
And our first look at the senior Brian Fabry there, it seems like he did his job there, picked up a few yards, and he's going to stay in the game.
Gain of 1, 3rd and 7 from the 49.
And definitely a switch from Nathan Delgado, but let's see if Brian Fabry has more in store for us here. Hopefully we get to see more of him. Believe it's going to be Fabry again lining up behind Willis.
Yep, Fabry with the handoff. Taking it up the middle. Solid 3-yard gain right there. We're going to be looking at a 4th and 5 for Wakefield. Punting for the first time today, Zach Satori.
And Zay Kappa has definitely been eager to get on the field today. Let's see if he backs up the talk. He's been talking all day, and see if he can get Wakefield a good punt. Big kick there. It's going to drop. It's going to roll. Wow. Huge kick there by Zach Sartori.
Absolutely great spin to get it tumbling back towards Lawrence's own end zone.
Could not have asked for a better punt there by Zay. And it'll definitely give Greater Lawrence a huge task here. And even if they want to get all the way to the end zone here, it may take them this whole rest of the game.
Tough position for an offense that hasn't been able to get much going.
Absolutely. And a lot of new faces out here for the Wakefield defense. It seems like, hey, we know we're up. Let's give our new guys a chance to prove their worth here. Good to see Suero back out there as he takes a snap.
Hands it off. Running back really fighting through, but can't get a gain. No blocks set up for him there.
Definitely a few good stiff arms. It looks like he definitely had stuff to get all the way down to the end zone, but his offensive line just was not backing him up.
Yeah, had to fight through 3 defenders just to get back to his own line.
It's just under 9 minutes left in the game. Not great field position here for Greater Lawrence. 2nd and 10 on their own 6. Maybe a safety in store for this Wakefield defense.
Suero hands it off once again. Going up the middle. That is big yardage there.
Looks like he was brought down there by Ian Christie, but that's one of the biggest runs we've seen all game.
Yeah, number 1 just ripping through the center of that Wakefield defense.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, we don't have his name on the roster, but definitely be shouting him out here as he's been really coming up here for this Greater Lawrence offense. New set of downs here for Greater Lawrence. Got all the way, 20-yard gain there, now on the 25. 8 minutes left here.
Pass out left. And oh my goodness, off to the races, Juan Arias. Down at about the 17-yard line.
And John Fitzgerald coming to the rescue there for Wakefield. Definitely just took him down hard.
What a play there from Greater Lawrence.
And now head coach John Raftree for Wakefield definitely realizing, all right, you had your moment to shine, and the starters for Wakefield back out on the field. As clearly they still don't want to give up any score here. See the likes of Caden Johnson and Joe LaMonica back out for the offensive line, as well as Nathan Delgado, Bobby DeFeo, Christian Delgado, all back out here hoping to get some big stops. It'll be 1st and 10 all the way to the Wakefield 26.
Suero with the pass.
Almost batted down. May have been tipped by Nathan Delgado. Nathan Delgado really showing his vertical there, getting some height, almost batting down the pass.
around 7.5 minutes left in this game. Greater Lawrence probably putting on their best drive so far.
Absolutely. And it only took the freshman team to move them 50 yards down the field. The varsity Wakefield defense back out here. Let's see if they can get some important stops here.
Suero with another take. And just can't get through this Wakefield defensive line.
Wrapped up by Brian Fabry there. Huge play by Fabry, who in this fourth quarter has certainly done his job for the Wakefield defense here.
So carried for 1 yard gain to 25 yards. 3rd and 9.
Third and 9 here for Greater Lawrence. Let's see what Suero has in store here. 5 claps this time.
Suero rolling out to his right. Gonna take off. Picks up some decent yardage there on a play that was really swamped out by that Wakefield defense.
Yeah, and the Wakefield defense just chasing him around. But not going to be enough for the first down.
We're looking at 4th down here. Once again for Greater Lawrence. Let's see what they do.
I believe it's 4th and 2 here. 4th and 7, excuse me. Way off there. There's just about 6 minutes to go in this game. And Wakefield running away with it. Let's see if the Greater Lawrence can pull off something here on 4th and 7.
Suero with one in the backfield. Trying to fight through his line, loses the ball.
Huge tackle there by David Amioni.
Caden Johnson coming up with the fumble recovery there.
Huge play there. And Caden Johnson, again, has been near perfect for this defensive line. And really credit him and some of the other players here to helping for the shutout here against Greater Lawrence.
And that was important, those Wakefield starters coming back out for the freshmen.
Absolutely, and
able to shut down what they weren't able to.
Well, it is still a blowout game. They definitely want to keep that 0 on the board. Looks like Zach Satori here will be taking the snap for Wakefield. Bit of a delay. Satori's gonna, oh, that's not Satori. Whew.
The spin move gets tackled.
Tommy
down.
DeFeo there, freshman, taking the snap there.
Tommy DeFeo to carry off at 2. 2nd and 12 from the 20.
And Tommy DeFeo, I believe, is the backup quarterback for Wakefield, and just trying to give him some minutes here as we reach the closing 5 minutes of this game.
2nd and 12 now for the Wakefield offense. On their own 20. Long wait here for the snap. DeFeo finally gets it a little bit low. Negative yards there for Wakefield.
And again, Wakefield just trying to really burn through this clock. They know this game's just about over, but they're still trying to keep Greater Lawrence to no points, and you can't really blame them. 3rd and 16, though, Only a loss for yards on this drive here. Ball's going to be placed all the way back at the 15. I believe it is
really taking their time on offense.
Absolutely, and no shame in that. Really just trying to burn through this clock. I believe it is still Tommy DeFeo out there.
It's Brian Fabry behind him. Lawrence looking to blitz. DeFeo going to take it himself, but sacked behind the line.
Probably the best defensive play they've had all game aside from that interception.
Absolutely a great defensive shutdown there from Lawrence, but too little too late.
Absolutely.
We're now coming down to 3 minutes left in this game. Wakefield 28-0. And looking at how the game's been going so far, that score will not change.
Does not appear like it will.
A little bit of a short punt here for Wakefield. Lawrence returning it down inside the 15-yard line.
Flag on the play.
Unsure what the penalty is there against Lawrence. Could have been an illegal block in the back, holding. But it will set them back a couple yards.
Had that flag not been there, Greater Lawrence may have had some points up for grabs, but they're going to get pushed pretty far back here.
Wow, a 15-yard penalty.
It's just about 2.5 minutes to go, and this Wakefield student section is on their way out, beating the traffic, as this game is most certainly over. So this will give Lawrence 1st and 10 here. Ball appears to be on the Wakefield 27.
Suero still in at quarterback. Same set they've been using all game.
It's going to be another run of high.
Alvin Nunez taking that ball.
Seems to be his first carry of the game.
Looking at the 24-yard line. Second and 8.
And Lawrence with some of the best starting field position they had. Let's see if they can make something happen here. And the Wakefield defense just swallowing up Greater Lawrence here as we reach the 2-minute mark.
Yeah, not much room for Nunez to go anywhere.
3rd and 4 here for Greater Lawrence.
Wakefield still trying to preserve that shutout they have going for them.
Absolutely. It would be such a shame to lose it now with only 1:40 to go. Suero trying to put some points on the board for his team here. Looks to be about 5 claps there.
And thrown just behind his receiver, unable to complete the pass.
Alex Kashmir there, who has caught a couple receptions here, unable to grab the ball. Bounced right off him, and that certainly could have put some points on the board. Just about a minute and a half left.
See him back on the field.
Absolutely, definitely great to see him back on the field, moving around, trying to catch balls out there. So it'll be 4th and 4 here. Definitely going to try to go for it. But let's see if they can get a first down or maybe even a touchdown.
Yeah, 4th and 4. I'd expect them to go back to the running game.
Again, 5 claps there.
And they do run it. Suero taking it himself to the outside. First down.
Enough for the first down there before he's pushed out of bounds by Stephen Weiss. And Stephen Weiss, again, has been definitely a contributor on offense and defense. Definitely looking forward to see more of him this season.
Now Lawrence down within the Wakefield 15.
And 1st and 10 here, new set of downs, but not much time left.
Suero taking it again himself. Wakefield fighting through those blocks.
Huge tackle by Max Cusack. Just rips Suero apart, taking him down. And again, it's plays like that that really have just been killing this Greater Lawrence offense.
Final minute of the game here. Wakefield looking to preserve that shutout. 2nd and 12 for Greater Lawrence on the Wakefield 15.
Suero definitely taking his time here. Does not look like he has much of any gas left in the tank. He has really been trying to put this team on his back, but maybe crumbling under the pressure. 5 claps there. Throws it.
Passing it into the end zone, way overthrows his target, who's double covered back there.
Nowhere near his intended receiver. He's lucky Christian Delgado didn't intercept it. Someone who had a lot of interceptions last season. Certainly trying to get his stats up there with an interception, but nothing to grab there. 25 seconds left. That incompleted pass did stop the clock.
I'm going to be looking at the last couple plays of the game.
Third and 12 here on the Wakefield 15. Suero. 4 claps. Throws.
Oh.
And it's going to be caught.
Jordan Urena catching that touchdown pass from Suero, and that's unfortunate for the Wakefield defense, giving up their shutout with one of the final plays here.
It's probably one of the best plays we've seen all game. Really caught the defense lacking, and just definitely a perfect throw to put points on the board. And this defense, who's been near stellar all game, just has small blemish now.
I mean, that was the best field position Lawrence has had all game.
Absolutely.
Starting on the Wakefield 30-yard line really set it up easy for them.
And this is our first kick point after a 10 attempt for Greater Lawrence. Let's see if they can make anything of it. Wakefield special teams here, really looking for a block. And it's no good.
The extra point is no good. Keeping the score 28-6.
And with 20 seconds left, Wakefield looks like they're just going to run the clock out. I would like to see freshman Tommy DeFeo back out there, though. He certainly definitely has a lot to prove. Backup quarterback as a freshman. Certainly a title to hold. Well, he hasn't been great so far. definitely hopeful that he'll rise to the occasion this season.
And for this whole Wakefield team, it was a dominant showing all game. I mean, offense, defense, and special teams.
Yeah, Wakefield really firing on all cylinders here tonight. 28-6. Really just a statement to start their season. And it'll be Bobby DeFeo on the return. He's had a few kick returns here. Seems like Wakefield's last chance to score.
Onside kick here from Greater Lawrence. Recovered by Wakefield.
And honestly, really just
That was surprising.
absolutely, you know, not much to go with 18 seconds left. Certainly not enough to score, especially the way Greater Lawrence has been moving. Honestly, just very confusing play. And Wakefield obviously getting the ball. They've been their special teams tonight has been great.
Yeah, that was a good job by Wakefield special teams, not being caught off guard there.
Absolutely, truly ready for anything. These special teams have been all night. Let's look at them on the 46, but first and 10. With 18 seconds to go. And Tommy DeFeo back out there. Nathan Delgado setting up in the backfield. Probably going to see a run from him to close out this game. DeFeo getting ready for the snap. He's going to take it and take the knee.
And that seems to seal the win for Wakefield. 28-6 is your final score. A dominant showing on all cylinders by Wakefield. Mark Letchford, a highlight. Christian Delgado, Nathan Delgado.
Bobby
and
DeFeo.
Your quarterback, Javen Willis, performing really well tonight.
And Wakefield really showing their strength here on this home opener. Showing teams that they definitely have something to fear when they come to face the Warriors. Your final score, 28 Warriors, 6 Greater Lawrence. We will see you back here for Wakefield versus Northeast Metro Tech in week 3. Again, I'm Drew Skimmerhorn along with
Timothy Brown.
Thank you for watching WCAT Wakefield High School Football. We'll see you here again week 3.